Hi everyone, I'm Marcy and today I'm making Rajas Poblanas con Pollo. If you don't know what this is, it's roasted poblano chilies that are cut into strips or rajas in Spanish, and it's served in a cream sauce with corn. And today I'm also going to be adding chicken to just make it a full, delicious meal that I think you're going to love. Shout out to my nephew's wife, Vivian, for introducing me to rajas a few years ago because this is not a dish that I grew up eating, but the first time she made them and I tried them, it was love at first bite, and I knew that I needed to learn how to make them. So here's what you're going to need. 4 to 5 poblano chilies, which by the way, they're very mild, so you don't need to worry if this is going to be overly spicy because it's not. You'll also need half an onion cut julienne style, and that's kind of the running theme with rajas. Everything is cut into strips. You'll also need a couple of cloves of garlic, 1 cup of corn kernels. These are frozen, but you can also use canned, or you can cook some fresh and then just cut it off the cob. You'll also need 1.5 cups of Mexican table cream or sour cream. Just use whatever you have on hand. 1/2 cup of milk, and here again, any milk will do. 1 cup of the white cheese of your choice. This is Oaxaca, but Manchego or Mozzarella also work just fine in this dish. You'll also need 1.5 teaspoons of chicken bouillon, salt and pepper to taste. And as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be adding chicken. So this is just 2 chicken breasts that here again, I cut into strips, very similar to the way you would make them when you're making fajitas. And then you're going to need some oil for frying. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing I'm going to do is roast the poblano peppers. If you have a gas stove, you can do this directly over the flame. If not, like me, you can do this on a comal or any skillet. And you just want the peppers to char and blister on all sides so that the skin separates from the flesh of the chili. Once roasted, place them in a plastic bag and let them steam for 10 to 15 minutes. This will make them easier to peel. Then remove all the skin from the peppers. This is definitely an exercise in patience. Then, using a small knife, remove the stem, the seeds, and the veins. Then cut them into thin strips. Once you've got your rajas, set them aside and we can start heating a large skillet on the stovetop over medium-high heat with just enough oil to coat the bottom. Then place the onion in there and cook for a couple of minutes. Next, add in the minced garlic, give it a quick mix, then we can add in the chicken strips and all our seasonings. We're just going to let it all cook for a few minutes, turning whenever necessary so that the chicken cooks on all sides. When the chicken is almost fully cooked, we can add in the strips of chili and the frozen corn kernels, and just continue to stir everything together. When everything is heated, set the burner to a medium-low and add in the Mexican crema or sour cream if that's what you're using, and the milk. Give it a good mix. Cover with the lid and let it simmer for 10 minutes, stirring occasionally. Finally, we add the grated cheese. These Rajas Poblanas Con Pollo are done, and they look so yummy. What I'm going to do is heat up some tortillas real quick so that we can give it a taste. All right, it is time to eat. And by the way, you can serve this any number of ways, over a bed of rice or with rice and beans, all by itself. I just made these little taquitos, so let's give it a taste. It's fantastic. These are so creamy and delicious. The chicken is just cooked perfectly, and then you've got the poblano chilies, which are just the perfect amount of spice. They're not at all hot, so you're gonna be just fine eating them, like I said earlier. But this is really delicious. I hope you try it. Thanks so much for checking out this video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I also invite you to follow me at Marcy Inspired on Instagram and Facebook. Until next time, blessings from my kitchen to yours.